Biker Mike here with another how-to. This video is going to be on an issue I had with my heated visor on my snowmobile helmet, and you may or may not have had this issue yourself, but eventually it probably will happen. What happened was I was out riding in some mild weather snow squalls just about a week ago. There was some heavy snow coming off the lake, and it was a mild day, and the snow was really wet, and it was hitting the visor, sticking to the visor, and had to wipe it off as I was riding. But that really wasn't the main issue. The main issue kind of developed later on. What happened was there's just so much moisture from the snow melting on the visor, and basically in behind the visor here, how they separate the two lenses, there's a foam seal all the way around the outside of it. So yeah, that foam seal works pretty good most of the time, but for whatever reason that day there's just so much moisture that water got in between the lenses, and I don't know if it was water or just a vapor that turned into water, but anyways, water was inside the shield in between the lenses, and basically it wasn't drying out, and it was actually causing the visor to fog up in between the layers. So with this water in between the lenses, it created like a fog in between, and you don't want water in between the lenses. So what I ended up doing was I just got some clear silicone, and the tube came with a little nozzle on the end that I just snipped the very tip of it off so you could get a nice clean even bead, and I just put a bead all the way around the foam seal there to seal off any way that any moisture can get in between. Now, before I did that, there's actually so much moisture in it that I actually had to separate the lenses, so I peeled it back here so I could kind of expose that so the air could get in there and really dry it all out, because it wasn't drying out just on its own. So after I had it dried out after a couple of days by sitting by the furnace vent, I sealed it all up, and I haven't had any more issues with it. I just got back from a snowmobile trip up north, but it was really cold. There wasn't a whole lot of moisture, but the visor worked great the whole time, so I'm confident it'll keep the moisture from getting in between those two lenses and then actually fogging up the inside of the visor. So just a little tip there. If you want to give it a try, if you've ever had that issue, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't had it yet, I'm pretty sure you will have it someday, and I just didn't want that issue affecting a snowmobile trip, because if that happens on your first day on a multi-day snowmobile trip, well, you're not going to get that lens dried out just sitting there overnight in a hotel room. Like, you pretty much have to separate the lenses and get all the moisture out of there. So I didn't want to be doing that on a trip. I wanted it all sealed up, and I shouldn't have that issue again, and so far it's working great. So thanks for watching, and if you have this problem, give it a try. Let me know what you think, and subscribe to my channel. I'll have plenty more videos like this coming up in the future. So if you're into power sports, dirt bikes, snowmobiles, and even mountain biking, I'm going to be putting up as many videos as I can to help you guys out, and hopefully enjoy them. And thanks again.